In day one of schools reopening, about 16 million learners were expected. Most schools are reporting up to a 50% turnout, but there are major challenges. There are one of them being social distancing. So all public and private learning institutions, including pre-primary level to universities, reopened today after a 9-month break. Millions of learners across the country streamed back to school, with Education CS Professor George Magoha supervising the school reopening at Olympic Primary School. Makori Ongechi reports on how the first day of resumption of learning was across the country.
After a 9-month break occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic, learners across the country were reporting back to their respective schools on Monday. At Olympic Primary School in Kibra, Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha supervised the school reopening, announcing he was well satisfied with the process.
Apart from overcrowding, everything else is normal. Every child is properly masked. Most of those masks they are wearing were provided by the government of the Republic of Kenya, together with our collaborators.
Right from the main entrance to the classroom, teachers were keen to administer the Ministry of Health protocols. Every pupil stepping into the school compound was required to wear a mask in proper manner, wash his hands and get his temperature measured. The uniqueness of the day well evident across all the schools in the country. In Nyeri County, 2,000 learners at Nyamachaki Primary School held the assembly at the school's playing ground. The first lesson, how to handle COVID-19. It was all smiles for learners at the Kwanjenga Primary School in Mkuru slums after they received donations of masks, sanitizers and sanitary towels. The school head teacher Deborah Mwandakina acknowledging that the donations were timely.
It was a big challenge to our girls after coming from home after a long break. We experienced very many challenges, and especially now, I realized it was going to be a big challenge for us.
And like public schools, private schools were also keen as they received learners. At Kenvik School in Ngong, learners were admitted in sessions to prevent congestion of parents and learners within the school compound. The arrangement in class also changed, with the school administration expanding its boarding section to create more room for the learners.
And we had to agree exactly on how we want to admit our learners. Luckily, we had communicated, because our school is a boarding school, so we were receiving them in bits. We started with class 8, they came at 8, and then after 11, we have this other group coming, class 7s, and class 6 coming later, and tomorrow we are going to receive the rest.
In Mombasa, resumption of learning was evident. Teachers at Star of the Sea Academy engaging learners on how to combat the spread of the virus. Education PS Dr. Beleo Kipsang was in Kajiado County, where he toured a number of schools supervising the reopening. Despite the challenge of achieving social distancing, which is now imminent as anticipated, Professor Magoha is assuring the country that a raft of measures already put in place will ensure the safety of learners in the country. Makori Ongechi, Citizen TV.